Hello, it is Ryan, and we could all use an extra bright spot in our day, couldn't we? Just to make up for things like sitting in traffic, doing the dishes, counting your steps, all the mundane stuff. That is why I'm such a big fan of Chumba Casino. Chumba Casino has all your favorite social casino-style games that you can play for free anytime, anywhere with daily bonuses. That should brighten your day a little. Actually, a lot. So sign up now at ChumbaCasino.com. That's ChumbaCasino.com.
No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. See terms and conditions. 18+.
You laugh at me all the time because I lose everything around here, and it's always right in front of my face.
So I'm going to tell you about the Emyles system.
Oh, no. Do I need to adopt this? Because do you always know where everything is?
I know where things are all the time, even if it's a mess, okay?
Okay, hit me with the Emyles system. What do I need to do?
Okay, but also, looking for stuff is the biggest waste of time, right?
Well, it is, because usually I find out it's right in front of my face. Like this pen right here, I'd be sitting here going, where's a pen? I need to find a pen, and it's right here.
Honestly, the Emyles system is just winging it and trying to remember where I put it in my massive pile of things. Okay, so I'm just saying it's easy for me, but I don't think it's easy for you because you are a lot more organized.
See, I'm just a minimalist. That's the thing. I keep everything very, simple.
What's that like?
It's kind of nice because there's not much to dig through.
But however, can we talk about how my husband will lose things and I have to help him find it? And if he would just adopt my Emyles system, remembering where it is in your mess of things, his life would be easier.
But that's not how a boy brain works. I'll just be real straight with you. That's it isn't how a boy brain works. There's no remembering. I don't remember what happened about 15 minutes ago when we said, okay, it's almost showtime. Before that, nope.
Okay, fair. That's true. He's the same way. But do you ever do that when you're trying to help someone find something? And it's just how am I supposed to know? I'm not the one who lost it.
Yeah, I do that all the time. And you know what? The other thing, too, is that I just realized as we're talking about this, as far as trying to find things that you lose, Mrs. Kirsch will ask me, what were you doing when you lost it? Right?
Ooh, that's a good one.
And that's what happens. That's what helps me out the most often, right? I'll be like, oh, wait a second. Okay, I remember I had it when I was doing this. And that helps me retrace my steps.
Okay.
She's smart, big brain.
She is. And so... also when I have a mess of stuff, my husband will be like, why aren't we cleaning this up? And I'm going to go, well, it's just my Emyles system. If I lost something, I know where it is in my mess.
What's your most annoying part of your mess? What drives you crazy about it? Ours is mail. There's always mail stacked up.
Yes. And then I try to throw it away, stuff like that. It's just, it piles up for some reason.
It's always on the island in our kitchen, the mail.
You know what? I am the most annoying part of my mess because I think I have time for everything and I don't.
I am the most annoying part of my mess. That's my favorite.
I'm not going to lie.
That's the quote of the day. With Kirsch and Emyle, Emily, we talked about this a few minutes ago. I've got celebrity doppelgangers, and even I agree I kind of look like these guys.
Yeah, you are a property brother. I don't know if you know that or not.
I look more like the property brothers than I look like my own brother.
You are the long-lost triplet, I'm assuming, right?
I think I might be. I didn't get in on any of the money, though, or the HGTV fame. I ended up on radio in Columbus, Ohio, which, is the next best thing.
I agree with that. But I wanted to bring this up because, they're known for their HGTV shows, right?
Right. And their Kohl's partnership. Don't forget that one.
How dare I forget that? And one of them's married to Zooey Deschanel, I think. I don't know. I don't know which one. Don't ask me that one. Anyways, apparently home improvement shows are making homes boring because they're causing all the houses to look the same. Do you think that's true?
I could see that. They're kind of the trendsetters for what's cool and up and coming, and they give a lot of people ideas for, I could make my house like that. So yeah, I could see that happening.
Would you ever go on one?
On a home improvement show? No, because I've seen too many real stories about that. Remember, what was that one called? Was it Extreme Home Makeover with Ty?
Yes.
They would go in and do these houses, and everybody was like, oh wow, that's amazing and everything else. And then 6 months later, you'd see a story where they're like, yeah, this place kind of sucks. Or they couldn't afford it. That was a big one with that one. But even regular home improvement shows, I don't know. I'll just paint my own house.
Yeah, you're not Do you ever watch them? You go, I should try that.
No, because like they all do these things where it's like they're too deep and meaningful. Oh, we're going to whittle this wood counter out of this sea oak that washed up on the beaches of what. I'm like, dude, I'm just gonna go buy my lumber at Menards or Lowe's, and
we should do a home improvement show, the real home improvement.
Yeah, the real home
life.
improvement. I just rented the truck.
Third property brother.
I just rented the pickup truck from Lowe's and I filled it up with bent plywood. And like crooked 2x4s.
I think we could pitch this. I really do, especially because you look like a property brother.
Home improvement with Kirsch ain't gonna look good when it's done. That's the theme of the show. So
honest, that's all that matters.
Country1039fm.com. If you hit the Kirsch and Emyle page, you'll see what I look like, and I do. I think I look like a property brother. New country, fewer commercials. New country 103.9 with Kirsch and Emyle. The Olympics are coming up. They kick off. It seems like everything happens on July 26th.
Right, because it's a fun, important day.
It is. So the Olympics start that day. They run through Sunday, August 11th.
You can come to Christmas in July 1st and then go home and watch the Olympics.
Are you an Olympics watcher?
No, I'm not actually.
I'm not surprised by that. You're like, yay, sports.
Are you?
Oh my God, yeah. I love the Olympics.
Summer or winter?
So I love both. Mrs. Kirsch is all about Summer Olympics. I like both. I like winter because I'm a skier.
Okay.
And I'm always impressed by the skiing. But the Summer Olympics, I mean, swimming and running and pole vault, all the track and field events and everything. Look, there's some great athletes in the Summer Olympics.
Sure. And the only time I've ever watched the Olympics, you're going to love this, is when Mary-Kate and Ashley did their movies, and it was Getting There, and it was in Salt Lake City.
The only time I watched the Olympics was when Mary-Kate and Ashley were doing their movie. Oh my gosh. So if you were going to compete in an Olympic sport, which one would you choose?
Is being a hot mess an Olympic sport?
I mean, if you're in like row 9 in section 204 up in the stands, yeah.
I mean, it might be. I feel like there's a lot of weird ones, though, sometimes.
I want to see you pole vault. I think you'd be
Oh my gosh. You are so funny to think I could ever do that.
You just have to run a little bit, stick the pole down, and ride it up over the bar. You're good.
Honestly, I played tennis. Surprising to people, I know, but I loved tennis. I'm not like Serena and Venus Williams good or anything, but that would probably be my best bet.
Tennis, okay.
Definitely not golf or skateboarding.
What would my Summer Olympics be? I don't know. Like mine would definitely be skiing. Yeah, fencing. Mine would be skiing probably. So I'd have to wait for the Winter Olympics. It's okay. Probably the thing that I could come closest to being able to do.
Trampoline is on here for the list. I had no idea.
I want to do the trampoline. Go practice in my neighbor's backyard. Be like, sorry, I've got my Olympic trials going on. I need.
Oh, what? That might work.
Trampolining is an Olympic sport?
Yes. I'm not making this up. I'm on the real site that tells me that.
This is amazing. Okay, we're going to have to watch trampolining and see what I don't know what the rules are, but we're going to have to learn.
Shooting is one too.
I could do that. But yeah, trampolining. We're going to try trampolining. Emily and I are just talking about when we meet people, you stalk them, don't you?
Okay, listen, it's not stalking. It's called gathering information.
Okay, what's the difference between Googling? So I thought you were talking about social media. She explained to me that she looks people up when she meets them. And I'm like, yeah, I think everybody kind of does that. You Facebook friend somebody or follow them on Instagram or whatever it happens to be. And you kind of creep on them a little bit and see what life is all about. But
I just want to know what I'm getting into.
You go a lot further.
You've never Googled someone's name that you just met?
No.
Okay, well, maybe I'm weird. I don't know.
Why would I do that?
Maybe I don't know, you think they're the greatest person ever and you find out they murdered someone.
What kind of company do you hang out with? You're like, well, I met this guy and he seems real nice, but you watch too many docudramas and stuff, I think.
I also hear a lot of stories, so it's real. I'm just saying, I think it's weird you don't Google people.
Hold on a second. How many times? I have to know how many times you've met someone
who murdered someone? Hopefully none.
Yeah, like how many times you've met someone and then Googled them and been like, oh my God, they're a murderer.
No, never. But still, it's because I Google them. If I didn't, I would never know. Emilyisms.
The only reason they haven't murdered somebody is because you've Googled them. That's what we're... I adore you. Thomas.
I'm just being honest.
Thomas Rhett, Bailey Zimmerman, and Nate Smith are on the way. It's because I Googled them. That's why.
I'm here helping the people.
Oh, my God. Emily, you brought this up to me the other day where sometimes you write a word or type a word and it just doesn't look right.
Correct, because I was writing country. And I literally sat there and I was like, there's no way this is how you spell it. I was spelling it correct. Don't worry. I know you were concerned. But it just looked weird. Does that ever happen to you?
Yes, it drives me nuts. I was actually writing my daughter's name on something last week and I sat there looking at it and I'm like, that looks weird. Why does that look weird?
Because one of your daughters, it does that to me every time. I have to literally go sometimes creep on your social media to make sure I'm spelling it correctly.
That's all right.
I've only known them for their whole lives.
And there are super common names on top of it. But still,
yes.
If this happens to you, I looked it up after this happened because you had mentioned it and then it happened to me. It's actually called wordnesia. It's a thing. So the problem crops up when you can't spell the simplest words, when familiar words suddenly look strange. And scientists don't know exactly why it happens, but they basically said this. Like when you read, have you ever seen those things where you read a whole paragraph where every word is misspelled, but you can still read it?
Yes.
So your brain, when you read, it automatically just picks up on stuff and you more skim over things than anything. It's kind of like a speed bump or a glitch when that happens, where your brain goes, oh, wait a second, I'm stuck on this word and I can't figure it out. And it just looks weird. Wordnesia.
Okay, well, I'm glad I can blame something then.
There you go.
If it happens for that information. I'm going to say I just have wordnesia. It's fine.
I have wordnesia. It's a big word. It's an excuse for you.
Love excuses.
And it's always simple words that it happens with, too. It's never like some complicated thing.
Like my name?
Well, yeah. What is it? E-Y-L?
Like that, yeah.
I don't know. Kirsch and Emyle, New Country, fewer commercials, New Country 103.9. I was just telling Emily about a barbecue that I went to over the weekend. It was more than a barbecue. It was just a big old party out in Granville, and it was extravagant and wonderful, and I felt fancy. And I
need to know now.
Okay.
What kind of barbecue guest are you?
I don't know. Are there certain types?
Yeah, because I'm one who gets my food delivered to me because my husband is amazing.
Oh, so he's out at the grill or whatever it happens to be, and you're sitting there and he's like, "Here, honey, here's a plate."
I mean, yes, or or take turns, but most of the time he'll be kind and get me something.
How did you set that precedent where it's like, this is how it's going to be? You will bring me my burger. Okay,
that's not how it goes at all. It's usually just easier now, especially because we have a child. So it's, you got to save your seats, right? You don't want someone taking your good chair.
Well, that's true. Do you bring your own chair when you go somewhere?
If I remember.
Ours are always in the car because we're going to soccer and everything. We've got chairs all the time.
That's smart.
Yeah, I mean, look, I think I'm a low maintenance barbecue guest. I show up and I'm like, hey, thanks for having me over. I'll get my own plate and sit quietly in the corner.
I should have a barbecue now and judge you and see.
Please do.
Are you going to offer my husband cooking advice though?
No, it's his barbecue.
You're not one of those?
No, it's his barbecue.
I know, and I'm sitting here thinking, gosh, Kirsch probably thinks I'm the kind who just doesn't eat anything.
No, you told me you like mac and cheese.
I like pork also.
Mac and cheese and pork. There you go.
It's a great barbecue meal. I don't know what you're talking about.
No, I would never judge him though on his cooking. I would look. Guys throw burgers on the grill and we all go, how do you want your burger done? And everybody's like, medium well, whatever. We cook them all the same. It doesn't matter. New Country, fewer commercials, New Country 103.9 with Kirsch and Emyle. Emily, how are you feeling about today's topic for Gen X versus the Millennial?
I got this.
So every week at this time, we play the game where one of us quizzes the other on our respective generation. And I'm the Gen Xer, she's the Millennial. And I took this quiz online and I scored 100%. On this quiz. So I want to see how you do on these. I didn't think they were hard at all.
I watched a lot of TV as a child, so.
Well, we're going to see how you do. Okay, so let's get it started. Gen X versus the Millennial, the Gen X TV version. Got to go best out of 5 on these. I'll give you multiple choice.
All right.
Question number 1. On the show Full House, how were Danny and Jesse related? Were they A, brothers-in-law, B, cousins, or C,
Brother-in-law.
not related, just good friends?
Brother-in-law. I wanted to answer that before you even said.
No, you should have.
I know.
All right, number 2. So we're 1 for 5. What was the last name of the main characters on the show Growing Pains?
Gosh.
Was it A, Smith, B, Seaver, C, Stevens?
Seaver? Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm like, because that's in there. Yeah.
There's the Seavers. Yeah, he was a psychologist. Kirk Cameron on that show. All right, so you got 2 for 5. This might be the hardest one, but I knew this one right away when I read it. I'm going to describe a show for you, and you tell me what show it is. A Mediterranean sheep herder named Balky comes to the United States to live with his distant cousin Larry in Chicago. What show is this? Is it A, Perfect Strangers, B, Too Close for Comfort, or C, Just the Two of Us?
Just the two of us. I have no idea.
That was Perfect Strangers.
Oh.
That's a heck of a concept for a show, isn't it? Okay, 2 for 5. Number 4. Which Baywatch lifeguard was first the main star on the TV show Knight Rider? Was it A, Pamela Anderson, B, Yasmin Bleeth, C, David Hasselhoff?
I'm going to go with David.
There you go,
Okay.
David Hasselhoff. He drove Kit.
Yeah.
You got 3 for 5, so you're winning today. This is awesome. Was that a total guess?
Yes, it was but I was trying to think that I don't know if those other two did anything before Baywatch, so.
Last question. What was the name of Alf's home planet on the show Alf? Was it A, Asgard, B, Wernick, or C, Melmac?
C.
B,
Yeah, whatever that one was.
Wernick?
Yeah. Nope, yeah, I've never watched it.
It was Melmac, but you still won. You went 3 for 5 on Gen X versus the Millennial. Congratulations, Emily. Good job.
Step into the world of power, loyalty, and luck.
I'm gonna make him an offer he can't refuse.
With family, cannolis, and spins mean everything.
Now, you wanna get mixed up in the family business.
Introducing The Godfather at ChumbaCasino.com. Test your luck in the shadowy world of The Godfather slot.
Someday, I will call upon you to do a service for me.
Play The Godfather now at ChumbaCasino.com.
Welcome to the family.